Here's a short guide on how to optimally participate in a seasonal Rift event. Just like in many other games, the Rift in Dead by Daylight exists out of two separate tracks, a free track and a premium track. Every single tier rewards you with a free item. It also grants you a premium item if you've bought the premium track, costing 1000 Auric Cells. Don't worry though, cause the premium track itself contains Auric Cells, which if you manage to complete before the season ends, will give you back enough cells to buy the next pass for free. You should know that unlike most other battle passes, Dead by Daylight's Rift only has 70 tiers instead of the usual 100. Although in an update they added 15 bonus tiers called Deep Rift tiers. These go all the way to tier 85 and grant special Deep Rift items, which are items that appeared earlier in the battle pass but have a discolored hue to them. The way you tier up is by collecting Rift fragments. Every 10 fragments will grant you one level. The first way to obtain these is by regularly playing the game, as collecting XP will automatically reward you with these fragments. The second way is by completing missions inside the current Tome. You can find these in the tab on the left from the Rift Pass itself. Here you find a web of missions, some available for killers, some for survivors, and some can be attempted by both. Unlike some other games where missions will complete itself automatically while you play the game, in Dead by Daylight you'll need to manually select a mission that you want to attempt. You can only select missions that you have access to, which at the beginning will only be the ones on the very left. Every time you complete a mission, you will make your way through the web, basically connecting the dots until you reach one of the eyes on the right. Once you do, you'll be granted a charm and a chunk of Rift fragments all at once. It also allows you to continue onto the next page of the missions, which will grant you more blood points than the last. At the very start, only one page will be available. Page 2 to 4 will open up as the season progresses. Just a very quick note, you can always reach the end of the page, whether you only play survivor, only play killer, or both. Some missions require you to use certain perks, but there's always a way to go around those and make it to the end. Additionally, the game always makes sure to include the perks you need inside of the Shrine of Secrets during the same season, so you can purchase them from there if you don't want to buy the DLC. Among the regular challenges, there are also some master challenges, which don't only grant more fragments and BP, but also reward you with lore entries surrounding the current Rift team. Anyways, this is the strategy I recommend you use when making your way through the web of missions. The main goal here is to reach the end of the web and make it to one of the eyes. So when you first start out, I advise you focus on creating a path towards the end and ignoring the rest of the missions for now. The reason we do this is because the end of the page rewards you with the most fragments by far. In this case, it doesn't matter whether you only play a certain role or not, as long as you manage to make it to the 4th page first. Once you've completed that, move on to the master challenges you haven't completed yet. These give more rewards and will also give you some extra lore. You can either choose to start from the 4th page and work your way back, which will give you a bit more BP, but you could also start from the 1st page, as the latter challenges tend to be a little bit more difficult. I've got yet another tip for you if you're not sure whether or not you'll be able to complete the pass in time. The Rift doesn't require you to buy the premium track to complete the missions. You could just hold off on purchasing, do the missions, and if you're satisfied with the amount of progress you've made, you could always buy the premium track later on. If you ever complete the current web of missions and run out of blood points, you can always go to the tab to the right called Compendium, where you can access older tomes you haven't done yet. These allow you to do older missions, giving you the same amount of blood points and charms as they used to, but keep in mind they won't give you any fragments anymore. Also, as a last quick tip, if you ever want to save up blood points for a new chapter over the standard cap of the regular 2 million, here's a neat little trick you can do. You should know that you don't have to collect the blood point reward of a completed mission right away. This way you can save up an extra bit of blood points if you so desire. Other than this Rift guide, I also have another one that explains what status effects do in this game, so you're never caught off guard when one pops up on your screen mid-match. You can find this one right here. And as always, have a wonderful day.